to Sci-Fi Tech. In this video, I want to do a teardown of this MP3 player. I want to see how it works, and I want to see if there's any parts worth salvaging. Let's get started. First, I'm going to take something flat and pry it open. Open it up, and it breaks. Oh, you know why it broke? I believe that there's some screws on the bottom. I should have paid attention to that. Well, I'll probably discover that later on. Okay, so now what I need to do is just simply investigate it, try to pry open this, and I believe there are screws holding this. Didn't realize that right away. So continue opening up the circuit and remove it from the back housing. Remove the sticker. And there, as you can see, there are 2 screws. Of course, I should have looked for that first. Undo those screws, and then everything would have opened up easily. Watch, as I do this, you're going to see the circuit will come out of the housing very easily. This is why you always have to see a screw, take a screw, see a screw, take a screw, and always remove all the screws that you can find. Very important to always do that. So of course, that comes off easy, which means the whole front panel would have came off very easily, just like that. So of course, pay attention and make sure you find some screws. And of course, the circuit will just fall right out, just like this. And there, as you can see, it's a very simple circuit. And it looks like that place could have an SD card, although I think it might be a surface mount memory chip, so that way no SD card is required. Investigating this a little bit more, see if I can find some more screws. There's these wires I can easily desolder and remove the battery. That's probably what the problem is with this device. All I have to do is just open it up carefully and replace the battery with a new one. Then this device will work just fine. All I have to do is desolder these wires and then remove the battery and then replace it with a new battery and solder the wires back in place. But I'm not very interested in doing that since I have a phone that can hold a bunch of music instead of an MP3 player. So I don't really care about that, so what I want to do is tear it down to see if there's any more parts that are worth salvaging. After all, the LCD is what I'm most interested in. So what I'm going to do is remove some more screws. Carefully remove the battery. And there, the battery is now removed. And as you can see, this battery, you can see the serial number. If I wanted to replace it, I can easily do that, but I don't want to. And this plate does not remove very easily because it's not held down by any screws. It's actually held down by pop rivets, or possibly some kind of rod that goes in between the front housing and the back housing, possibly soldered together. Not completely sure. However, this is the reason why you can be able to open it up easily and replace the battery, because it was meant to do that. Not meant for me to tear it down as far as I'm going. So of course, this device was easily repairable. All I had to do was just replace the battery. But like what I said, I'm not interested in this device. I'm mostly interested in the LCD, so I'm going to do my best to take it apart and carefully remove the LCD without damaging it. So what I'm going to do now is be sloppy and rip off this panel. There we go, comes off just like this. And as you can see, no SD card. This is all a surface mount memory chip. This memory chip is what holds all of the data. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just examine this circuit and see how I can carefully remove the LCD. Do the same thing as I did in the back of the circuit, rip off the front panel the same way. And there we go, comes off just like this. And there, the LCD is now removed. There are some components that might be salvageable, and this part right here is what connected to the LCD. So this little connector here, I may salvage for gold because it has gold connections, and the headphone connector I might want to use. And there you have it. Now you know what's inside of an MP3 player device, how it works, and what kind of parts that are worth salvaging. Thank you for watching Sci-Fi Tech. I hope you learned something new, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and of course click on the bell icon to be notified of future Sci-Fi Tech videos. Till the next tech, goodbye.